a sharp angle and catch Georgia Tech a little bit out of position.
6'3" senior out of Stockholm, Sweden. Came in because Angelica Ljungqvist came here. And you see Evelyn, back row attack. She's a back row player then, went above the height of the net and hit it over to Hawaii's side. It makes her an illegal attacker.
Didn't have much of a choice. It was a tight ball. She was just trying to go up and save it and couldn't keep it from going over the net.
Coming out with the serve at 14-9. The largest lead in all 3 games. And here's a quick attack in front of the center, and that ball is down. And Lundqvist comes up with her biggest block of the night, and Hawaii roars out to a 15-9 lead here in game number 3. And this crowd of 10,000 is also roaring. Back in the stand, Sheriff Center, and this crowd of 10,000 kind of out of it, kind of quiet in game number 1. Georgia Tech did a terrific job of taking this crowd out of it. They've returned, don't you think, Kathy?
Well, absolutely, and you've got the fans who are here every single night. You get a chance to look at what's known as the volleyball aunties. They've sort of adopted the entire team from Hawaii, but when this crowd gets going, the players on Hawaii feed off of that and look for them to really try to get pumped up here in game 3.
Georgia Tech has ways to answer that. When they get that quick attack going, especially the connection between Evelyn and that young lady right there, Lynette Moster. She's known as the Gamer, a 5'10" junior from Liberty, Indiana. Moster there with a good jump serve. And Tano. Oh my goodness. Tano, normally the quiet one. Came up big against Stanford earlier this year.
Hits a terrific angle there, just comes in and slices that ball so sharp it goes around the block and it's just undiggable by Georgia Tech.
Willoughby with her jump serve. Good pass up by Aston. Oh, nice little step out maneuver that time by Kuhn. Laura Kuhn loves to hit off 1 foot. We have the official attendance tonight. I'll tell you, I don't see an empty seat in the house, but they're telling us 9,400 seats. Tickets issued. Turnstile 88-48. Still a huge crowd. Bad pass by Hawaii. Here comes Willoughby out of the back row. She'll take a rip at it, as she always does. She's a high-risk player that way, too. On those trouble plays, she'll always do the best she can to better the ball. And that's one reason why Hawaii is so good, and that's maybe an advantage they have in this match, is when they're out of system, they've got a Willoughby. Georgia Tech does not have an athlete like that they can counteract when they're out of system. A little dump shot by Evelyn. Willoughby chases it down. Free ball for Georgia Tech. Sauer gets touched. Willoughby with a dig. Kahumoku's going to set Willoughby in the middle. See if Willoughby takes a swing. No, a little soft roller this time. Quick set in the back. Kahumoku is up on it. But Jamie Gergen successful going behind the center, hitting a little tight slide.
There's a real nice job, again, that fast transition. But give Hawaii credit. I think one of the reasons they've jumped out at this lead is they're getting a lot of touches on the block, slowing it down.
Good pass by Villaroman. High and wide to Kahumoku. Once again, a quick attack in the middle. Evelyn just unafraid, just fearless when it comes to setting the middle. That time going to Alexandra Price, and I think, again, surprised the Hawaii blockers.
Well, and Price is just so good. I mean, it's not a perfect set. There's actually a couple blockers there, but she has great vision. She keeps the blockers in front of her so she knows where to go and how to slice it to find that open spot of court.
So Hawaii's 6-point lead cut now to just 4. Willoughby with a good pass. Backs up to Tano. Tano with a little tip shot. Good dig by Georgia Tech. Oh, mishandled the ball that time. I thought it was a good call. Evelyn just, sometimes she's so competitive, she tries to do too much, don't you think?
Well, that's a situation where she's trying to get her hands on every single ball. She goes flying to the ground. She probably should have bump set it. That would have been the safe thing to do, but don't ask her to do the safe thing. That is not the way she plays.
Well, she was valedictorian of her class and homecoming queen. She can do it all.
She's an achiever, that is for sure.
Of course, Hawaii has their own homecoming queen as well, Lauren Duggins. And into the game, here comes Kate Vincent, a 5'8" senior from Duluth, Georgia, a walk-on, who's now earned a scholarship. She gets one just over. Villaroman can't handle it. Willoughby does, though. Kahumoku takes a rip. Oh, nice dig in the back by Georgia Tech. Tano with a dig. Kahumoku in the middle. Yes, she gets high hands, but look at the save by Georgia Tech. They're scrambling, they're pursuing, they're staying in every rally. giving Hawaii all they can handle.
They can, but right now they're going to have to get some kind of a push and some kind of sustain some points because Hawaii's got a pretty comfortable lead right now.
5 points in rally scoring when you hit 20 is a pretty good lead. We'll see if they can hang on. There's a shot down the line again by Moster. Kill number 17 for Lynette. She's having quite a night. Only 2 errors.
She's just a gamer. She's just so smart. She's got such great vision. Nothing super impressive physically, but in every other way, this kid is just dynamite.
Kahumoko out of the back row. Doesn't catch block, doesn't catch line. Point for Georgia Tech. A 6-point Hawaii lead down to 3. And the fans get restless. And Villaroman struggles with that pass. Kahumoko, a little tip shot. And once again, hitting that slide shot, Laura Kuhn.
That's the second time we've seen Kuhn have a very, very good contact on that. She's really been whiffing a lot tonight, but the last couple, she's got a lot of ball and come up with some big kills for Georgia Tech.
Dave Shoji calls his first of 2 timeouts. Hawaii hanging on to a 2-point lead against a feisty Georgia Tech Ramblin' Wreck. Let's take a look at the final brackets for the Final Four.
Well, it looks like it's going to be, once again, a phenomenal Final Four. USC is in there. Florida's in there. There's 2 of the top seeds, 2 of the top 4 seeds. Minnesota sneaks in as a 13 with a great upset win at Pepperdine and then win against Washington tonight. And then our winner here is definitely battling for that opportunity to get in there.
Well, as usual, after a timeout, Kim Willoughby delivers the terminating kill, puts Hawaii back up by 3. Back into the game for Hawaii comes Karin Lundquist, 6'3" middle blocker, and Duggins back to serve. Georgia Tech continuing to get good passing, and Evelyn continuing to connect with Alexandra Price. Price now with 18 kills, only 1 error on the night. She's having a career in one night. Price with the serve. Villaroman with the pass. Willoughby high, wide, and down again. Kim Willoughby, oh my, is there a better Terminator in the country?
I don't think there is, and that was despite the fact that Georgia Tech just released Jamie Gergen. She just never even worried about anyone else, went over there and stood there, and even then cannot stop Kim Willoughby.
I think you need about 9 players, about 4 blockers and 3 ladders, and you can get the job done on Willoughby. Ooh, that set, not good. Hawaii saw the broken play and still couldn't pick up the tip. Credit Georgia Tech for keeping the ball alive.
And normally Hawaii defensively does such a good job of reading the off speed, and they're so quick they move their feet well, but that was one where they just had a little bit of lapse.
And Villaroman with a good pass. Willoughby again. Can't stop her. And that time, pretty good block up that time. We had Jamie Gergen.
But Willoughby just comes up with her 23rd kill with an absolutely big-time turn of the ball. Just gets out there, is floating, and just turns her shoulders, hits that ball at such a great angle. Georgia Tech was caught very much by surprise defensively.
Hawaii up by 3. A nice pass by Aston. Here comes Tano with the set high and wide to Lily Kahumoko. Evelyn goes to her knees and sets it. But this time cannot be saved by Sauer.
And that's not one of the things that Sauer does very well. She is a banger. She wants to hit hard, so she gets in a situation there. She's trying to finesse it a little bit. And that's just not really where she's at her best.
She also seems to like it on the net where she can hit that sharp angle. She doesn't like that ball that's off the net. Crowd now booing the Georgia Tech, asking for a towel to wipe it up. They think they're stalling. But there was a wet spot out there. I saw it. Willoughby takes a swing, just misses by about a foot, and Georgia Tech gets the point. Into the game comes Jennifer Randall, 5'10" freshman out of Long Beach, California. She traveled a long way to go cross country, 3,000 miles from her home. Coming out, had to struggle to get that one, and Lily Kahumoko keeps it alive. Sauer gets dug. Sauer's going to try again. This time, Kamina'o was going to keep it down, and there's Lily Kahumoko hitting over the block and down. Don Szymanski talking to the officials. What's he talking about, Kathy?
He felt like there was a lift on the Hawaii side of the net that did not get called. And, you know, this has been a tough game to officiate because there's been a lot of spin on a lot of balls. Those are, when you're an official, that's not what you want to see.
That's right.
You want a clean game. You want to make it easy. So there's been a lot of controversy so far in this match.
Once again, little step-out move by Gergen. You know, before the game, Don Szymanski told us he thought Gergen might be one of those key players.
Absolutely, and she's so quick when they can get the ball to her, and they run it so fast, they don't always connect that well, but when they can, she's the kind of kid who can really take over a match.
Roman tight pass to the net, lift called by Joan Powell. Was there a net violation prior to that? Yes. Net violation prior to the lift on Kamina'o. There is a crucial call.
There is a crucial call because we had events on both sides of the net, but it comes down to timing. What happens first? And so Szymanski's going to say his point that the lift happened before the net. Obviously, Hawaii wants it the other way, but when an official makes a call like that, they talk to each other. They made eye contact. Sid Church said, yes, this was first, and they're sticking with that call.
After all that controversy, there you see the net and the lift. Looks pretty simultaneous to me, but you know, that's a referee's call, and she's the only one who can make it. Amidst all that confusion, Don Szymanski feels like he needs to calm his team down, and we'll be back with Hawaii holding a 4-point lead here in Game 3. Welcome back. We're at the Stan Sheriff Center, the Women's Volleyball NCAA Regional Finals. Georgia Tech and Hawaii. Georgia Tech taking game number 1. Hawaii taking game number